But now I'm not, so it's all good.
I love XSplit. It's so bad.
Don't you?
I love the Power Glove.
Anyway, the stream is up, so let's talk about what happened since we left. Not a lot, right? I mean, nothing happened since you guys knocked out the fort.
I still need to rest so that I can reset my weapons.
I kind of would like to prepare some spells for...
Not a standard rest. I actually need... Okay, I suspect I'm getting a reverb through your
You're
machine.
getting a reverb, yeah. Yeah, you are, bro.
I turned it down. Are we good?
Yeah.
Let's test. Yes. Okay. The problem that I have is I need to actually sit for 16 hours meditating to reset.
Yeah, that's whatever. That's fine. We can take a day off.
We can take a day. We'll go and go over to the detective agency and tell them. So we found out why the town guard wasn't doing anything.
No, they were doing things. What are you?
They were doing
about?
Absolutely nothing because they were all dead.
Oh man, speaking of things I don't have open, let's open up Hero Lab, because that's the thing I need in my life.
What is
Hero Lab?
Sponsor
us.
Hero Lab's pretty great. I wish it was on Android.
Let's not get me started on that topic, because I will be a very cranky person.
Oh, I hear you there.
I mean, the online is supposed to replace the Android, because it's going to be able to be accessed offline. You just have
as long as they program it correctly, it should work fine and fix their problem having to deal with.
Hero Lab is programmed fine. Like, I have no problems with it.
It's some web pages don't code correctly to cell phone or tablet size, even though HTML5 lets you query the device and say, hey, how big is your monitor? Is it a 4K? Is it 720p? Is it 1080p? Is it a 480? Are you a tablet? Are you a cell phone?
I'm just saying, 10 out of 10 would spend money again.
Hey, I have good news for you guys. The next map is 5 foot by 5 foot square. Or, I mean, when I say that, I mean, your 5 foot squares are 5 foot squares. I don't have to mess with the sizes.
Say ink on the grid again?
Yeah, I don't have to make you guys be like, okay, you need to occupy a corner of a square. The squares are 5 foot squares.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so that's 6. You know, I found out I wasn't adding the extra casting for my for my level, well, for my high stat. So yeah, I have like 3 more PowerPoints.
You already had a bunch.
I started out with almost nothing, man.
And now he has more.
I have as much PowerPoints as a level 2 Scion might.
That's not something to brag about.
Hey, for my type of casting, it is. Yeah.
I expect those are. I was just wondering here. Do you guys want me to sort of do a bit of stream pimping?
Yeah.
For the word.
Considering there's 2 people watching the stream right now, and
yeah, Todd's here. I'm not sure who else is here.
Duramaru and Gozra, and me.
No, that's Dormammu.
Hey,
you gotta memorize that
hey,
name.
Todd. I don't play Marvel vs. Capcom. I don't care about that monster.
Sorry, give me a sec here. I apologize if you guys are gonna hear some reverb for a moment, but I'm gonna try to keep it. I just muted the stream on my end.
I didn't hear anything, so we're all right,
okay,
I guess.
Good.
Always mute the stream.
No, I do, but I was watching Talon's stream the other day, so
I statement hasn't changed. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay. By the way, Ice Pick, nice haircut.
Yeah, thanks. First time I've been on stream since I got my haircut. Okay, reset fog.
I need to send this man a message.
Sorry, I'm just gonna do a bit of quick channel pimping here. This stream is brought to you by starving streamers who would like to have some food in their bellies.
Yeah, join the club.
I say this as a meaning. That is what I was thinking. I was 100% with you on that.
I'm not getting much, hon.
No, I didn't even hear what you said, and honestly, hon, I'm
Getting
not
some piece of pizza.
Whatever.
Pizza.
I don't really care.
I'm just doing some map revealing. While I'm doing this, why don't you guys start talking about what you did between level 5 and level 6?
Yay.
Aloe has to take a training episode in order to reset his armor and weapon, because he can now have full enhancement on both. Yes, this is leading to a penis joke eventually in another level.
You can't lampshade it.
No, I need to, because they'll forget, because it'll be like another month before we play again. At least at the rate that we have.
Let's not be pessimistic.
Have you met him?
Yeah, so it's basically I can finally fully enchant both of them. So I need to sit and do that.
No, I put in the wrong spot. That's all. Mechanical keyboards for everyone. Clickety click, clackety clack.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I'm doing the same thing. It's mechanical.
I should sneak.
I'm not sure if mine is mechanical or what. I mean,
Oh, it's mechanical.
mechanical.
I can hear it.
It's
I know it's mechanical.
So
Ella, what'd you level? Tell me.
what? And meditate to reform the weapon and the armor. And it will be +2 on both of them. If I could make them +3, I would do something even cooler, but I can't yet. That's next level.
Okay, let's talk about somebody else then.
I mean, I got another attack, but that just happens for fighter types.
Al Rafton gained a teamwork feat.
Right, like-
teamwork.
Yet, bizarrely, we're not going to be seeing much of that character.
Oh, don't spoil it.
I actually helped fix up Azzy's, and for lack of a better way to put it, she can now attack twice. Well, she can do her attack roll twice and take the better of the two options whenever she swings their bastard sword.
Hooray! I'm good.
Well, you're better.
I'm better. Hooray!
Much better.
Much better.
Much better. I mean, I gain an armor class point, and I'll actually be hitting now, hopefully.
That'll be great.
All right. So what else have we learned? We've learned, apparently, that I've joined the Army Reserve, judging by...
I'm very good at making normally not squishy enemies very squishy.
And I'm very
If you guys also are on the Roll20, if you go to the middle of the page on the right side, you should see your characters at a gatehouse.
My character is very good at making them other people disintegrate.
This is true.
That's
His
accurate.
primary function. Oh wait, we are going to get in? Well, I suppose that we probably should, since we know that there's no law in town anymore.
What?
I just looked.
Just a bit.
Sounds like you're passing out, hon.
No, just a bit of a stretch. That's all.
So the party's okay with taking a day for me to fix my stuff.
One second.
Hold on, that's my phone. 1 second. Sorry.
God damn it! Now we have dead air.
Yeah, so, talk more about what your character's got this level.
How about the fact that we got our mage back?
Yeah, we never discussed how that was actually happening.
Well, it's a pretty simple thing, really.
But, basically, since Hex had to leave us, the arcane slot went back open up, so I moved back over to my arcane slot. So we have Vizier back in the party now.
And Vizier is back because he was doing some research at an arcane laboratory in another city in Ustalov and found basically nothing. But he did manage to find himself a couple levels.
Fuck Ustalov, man.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, it's a bad place.
My phone.
You live in Ustalov.
Don't remind me. Bad place.
Hey, our stats got cleared out on our characters.
Yeah, sorry about that. I remade them. If you guys wouldn't mind redoing them, I would appreciate
I
it.
can't
Can't
hear
hear
you.
you, guys.
Can't hear you.
If you guys wouldn't mind redoing them, I would appreciate that.
Where were we putting everything at?
The bar 1 should be your hit points, and bar 3 will be your AC. Use the second one for your resource, whatever that is. I know for Aloe, it's power points. For Vizier, it's arcane points.
Arcane Reservoir. Yeah.
For Dwayne, it's
Grit.
grit.
Bar
And for
one-
Nez,
bar
it's
one-
probably channels.
Bar 1 is what?
Well, I assume as an arcanist, you've got exploits, right? Or
No,
points
no,
for that?
Bar 1, what? Yeah, no, I'm saying which bar goes to which again? I missed out.
Bar 1 is hit points. Bar 3 is AC.
Okay.
Bar 2 will be your personal class resource, whatever that happens being. Oh, come on.
Alright, so 46.
Speaking of HP, I need to roll 3 dice.
Wait a second.
Ice Pick, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
I will also need you to roll 3 dice. So we'll just go first one, second one.
The
4
Vizier a little bit sturdier.
You know, he'll never successfully commit suicide at this rate.
Wait, you mean our suicidal elf is back?
Suicidal Elf is back.
Woohoo!
I'm at a solid
Sorry,
22 hit
too loud.
points, guys.
He missed the frog man.
What the fuck is a frog man? I don't want to.
Well, they're kind of froggish. Oh, yeah.
As a reminder, bar 1 is the green circle, bar 2 is the blue circle, and
That
bar
doesn't
3
help
is
me.
the red circle.
That does not help me in any way, shape, or form.
Well, everyone else seems to have figured it out, Lee.
Sure, I don't see color. That does not help me in any way, shape,
Oh.
or form.
The circle, I went ahead and put in 2 of them for you. The circle
Okay.
on the right will be the circle for whatever your resource
Okay.
is.
Thank you.
Same thing for Nez.
I appreciate
If
that.
you double-click your character, here, I'll take care of it.
Yeah, I got it. All right. I think I see it. Yeah.
All right, so the green circle is your hit points. Red circle is your AC. Blue circle will be your personal character's resource, which will probably be for you, I would guess, channels.
I believe so, yes.
Can I have slashes in there? I can.
Talon, you said this was a very easy level for you.
Yeah.
We got another attack, but really,
Jack.
gunslinger.
Gunslinger.
Jack.
Basically, I already had a double attack anyway with my double shot.
Yeah, now you can do. Now you could technically do 3.
Yeah, if he had another gun.
Well, no, I think double shot's a full it's a standard action, not a full attack action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're actually better off using your double shot instead of your attack. Well, if you get in melee.
That's like I've already set up my melee attacks for that.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, something that came to mind between the times we were playing, you might want to keep your sword out. Well, you actually can't. You need a free hand to be able to reload, don't you?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, never mind then.
So, yeah.
Bayonet.
Hey, Aloe, where are we?
Well, this is why I had the pistol whip.
Yeah, but that won't let you do attacks of opportunity.
Yes, I think it does actually.
They think you look like a kitty, Jack. Come here.
Where are we? I don't know. The map says Manor House. Al's not sure what everyone else did in the day that he had to take to reform all of his stuff.
There we
It's
go.
sturdier now, though.
All right, so is there anything else you guys want to talk about with regards to your levels?
All my stuff will come into play.
You gotta work on your skills, huh? But that's about it.
I do.
I think you got like 7 skill ranks.
Oh, yeah.
Because she wasn't doing her skill ranks properly. She forgot to add the +1 for the intelligence modifier.
That would do it. It should auto do it in the character sheet. Should is the keyword because roll.
Should.
Yeah, because if you have background skills, that works.
Should because roll 20.
Yeah. I don't trust it to do most of the math. Which is sad.
I trust it to do most of the math because I don't want to do most of the math. But, yeah. Let me pick out my spellbook. Better than that, we're good to go.
And
Where the hell are we, man? I don't know.
We're in the same town. You left from this town right after we got here.
I got off the boat and walked away. There was a creepy man with some armored cat. I wasn't dealing with that shit. Nah, man,
Yeah.
that ain't me.
He hunted down our friend.
Oh, Ferdinand?
Yeah, I think Ferdinand's being hunted by him now.
Probably. That Ferdinand was a dick.
You do notice that Ferdinand is gone.
Hallelujah. Excuse me. I mean,
Well, if Ferdinand escapes, maybe we can summon him sometime.
Well, you do know his name.
I mean, wait. You mean we don't have Gilbert Godfrey the dog anymore?
we thankfully do not.
No, he was a superfluous character.
Well,
Okay.
we realized what his Intimidate was like, and it got abusive.
Yeah. Yeah, his Intimidate was like a 42 at level.
On a side note, I'm wondering what the improved familiar or level requirement would be for him.
7.
It's 7, and you have to be chaotic evil.
So you don't have
He's good at the talking thingies.
So, breaking the thick hedge that surrounds the estate, the whole estate, by the way, is surrounded by a 10-foot...
I'll knock on the door. Good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
appropriate time of day.
Let's call it evening. That's fine.
Good evening.
He looks out. The little 6 by 10 inch sliding window opens, and you see the same guy as before. He says, "What do you want now?"
He does not know who I am.
No, he doesn't.
No,
know
but
who
he
is.
sees the rest of the group.
Oh, well.
No. How does he see the rest of us? We're standing.
It's
off to
6
the
by
side.
10 inch. It's big enough.
That's what she said. Sorry, you opened the door. I'm sorry.
That's fine. No, technically the door's still closed.
I would assume if they told me they had a bad day with this guy, that I would
No, that
let
he's
them-
an idiot and a dick, and if this doesn't work, I'm climbing over and knocking him unconscious.
Oh,
I mean,
I am having a brain fart. Who are we trying to talk to? It's not the magistrate, right?
No.
we're trying.
it's the
We're
magistrate.
trying.
It's the magistrate's gatekeeper.
No, it's not
Yeah.
even the magistrate's gatekeeper. It is the count's gatekeeper. The count is out of town.
Yeah.
Shit is at the fan. There's not even a town watch right now, and Sir Dix-a-Lot here will not open the door because he's been ordered none shall be admitted, even though the shit is quite literally hitting the fan. Somebody has been left in charge, and they're inside of that manor.
All right.
Or it's full of crazy cultists.
The gate guard
Now-
says, "Yeah, that's about the size of it."
Dal, do you mind if I do a little, like a tiny, 10-minute retcon back in time for a second?
Sure.
Can I do a knowledge local check to see if I would understand how to forge a document saying that we can go inside, and then a linguistics to try and write said forged document?
Well, the difficulty. I mean,
Don't tell me that I'm just going to
give me. You can give me a knowledge local, and I will discuss it with you.
If it was an order from the magistrate.
Yeah, I mean, if I can... If I
There's
have
a couple of things.
Okay.
You guys, let me set some groundwork for this commentary first. You guys are working under the assumption that these guys have gone rogue from the magistrate, correct?
No.
No.
They're dealing with their own problems, left the magistrate to handle with the problems in town while the count is away, and now there is no one in charge because they're dealing with their internal problems.
Yeah.
So you want to forge a document from the magistrate saying you can be let in?
Yes. We assume that they're still working for the magistrate if they're not letting us in.
Okay.
We just assume the magistrate is not here and they're following Derpy Herpy.
Well, you also know from your research at Fort Hale course that the Count has had a actually fairly, I wouldn't say proud history of flouting the magistrate, but he has certainly done so.
Alright, so that wouldn't be the best way to do it. And I guess you want to forge a full letter from the count saying to admit us then? I don't think that would be the best idea, nor would it work necessarily.
I can give it a shot. I mean, we're not getting anywhere with this jackass anyway.
I can climb the wall still.
Sure, that's fine. But let's see if he will open the door first.
He says, "Look, what's the major domo? The major domo is not seeing anyone. The Count isn't here. If you don't leave, there's going to be trouble."
Good! Open up the door so we can have trouble.
I give him the letter saying that we are to talk to the Count Domo. I am not going to look and see what this terrible roll is going to be, but we're going to find out. Alright, my hand is over the number. Would you also like a bluff check to see if I can pull this off?
No, because you can't.
Damn it.
I mean, he takes one look at the letter, sees that it's supposedly from the Count, and says, "No."
That's what I get for thinking outside the box.
Look, turn around, go home.
This is our home!
He smirks, and he goes to close the little door thing.
You know, we could just burn the gate down and then walk through.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
This
No.
requires a full-on diplomancer or some mind control. We don't.
One of those things. Yeah, I don't do mind control. I don't play with that thing.
It's not like Vasir isn't incapable of getting a message from the Count. Just be a little. Do Lantern Archons have hands?
No, they're literally just words, and no, I'm not doing that either.
It's so cheesy.
Why
don't he have hands?
I will knock on the door one last time, and I will just ask him very politely, how much gold would it take for you to take a nap for an hour? Or go walk around the perimeter for an hour?
There's no response. He is done talking to you.
So, do we burn the gatehouse down?
And
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this entire town is fucked, and we could just leave and not deal with it. Basically, go to whoever the overlord is for the Count, give our testimony of how badly this entire thing was managed, and watch the Count get executed when he comes back for complete ineptitude. Because really, nobody is able to be seen as the lord of this area right now. That don't work. Government needs to government. Or be burned down to the ground, so...
Government needs to do some order.
I don't want order, I just want governmenting. You know, deal with the cultist and the shiny people. Wait, how do we know he's not a shiny person? Sir.
Well,
sir,
you don't.
Have you, out of the door. Are you a shiny person?
That's not gonna...
You hear a voice from the other side. Go away, or there's going to be trouble.
Make me.
I stand away from the door. I walk away from the door.
Can I just say, it's like, I just walk over the door.
No, like, do you really want those to be your last word on your tombstone?
It's like,
You know,
yes,
really, I could quite literally just sit in a tree and slowly burn the door down.
I mean, there's that, but...
All right, well, since you guys are clearly... I mean, he can speak common, and he hears you plotting.
I'm not plotting. It's like this door is opening up. Whether or not there's bloodshed afterwards is entirely...
Well, there's going to be a surprise round. And you're not in it.
I mean,
I'm glad I
At the
moved.
top of the door.
Well, no, these two guys are going to boot open the door. And one is going to boot open the door, and the other one charges Aloe. That's the surprise round.
Yeah. So how is this automatically a surprise round when we know there are hostiles on the other side?
Because you didn't know they were going to burst through the door.
Yeah, they just booted down the door.
You know what?
I gotta agree.
It says it in the book because they want a surprise round.
Well, no, actually, it doesn't say this in the book, but they weren't going to sit there and wait for you to melt the door.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with Ice on this one. Sorry. They're not going to sit there and wait for us to melt down the door.
Also, these guys look kind of like this.
Oh, no. Don't.
Like, okay, now hang on. They're guys.
Every time you say they look something like this, we usually fight some strange, weird creature that I have to spend a knowledge check on, that I miraculously roll a 20 on. Why don't you just tell me what they are now?
They look like this, although these guys are wielding battle axes.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's not standard people.
that looks like a bad time.
It would be a knowledge, I gotta figure out what these guys are. I believe they're knowledge nature, but I want to double check.
That's fine.
So Ice, did you remember to show your viewers what they looked like?
Yes, I did.
I don't believe him.
You know, the only reason why I wasn't prepped on this is I was trying to talk the timid members of the party into realizing he's not letting us in. Let's just do it the hard way.
Yeah, okay, they are humanoids.
Because I've been asked repeatedly not to orc things, but this thing needed to be orced.
But I
Swamp
mean,
thing.
that's what we do. We're orcs. We smash.
You're bad people.
Well, I knew the war priest would be behind me. She's into this sort of thing.
Exactly.
Let me put you like this: if he didn't open up the door, I would have put my gun through that little portal and.
These
shot
guys
him.
are a little bit exotic.
Why didn't we do that to begin with?
Do you get it on a 15? Yeah, okay. These guys are
What's your
Kuru.
CR? Oh, go no!
Oh,
Where are you knowing?
Out of character, know what they are.
You just basically have only heard of them. They're a tribe of especially barbaric, basically off-humans.
Yep. Yeah, they're fun. I don't know in character, but oh god. Oh, we're in for a bad time.
Well,
thanks.
So I do need initiative rolls, by the way, yes.
roll initiative?
Yes.
Sure. I'm on it.
I will use my first one. I just didn't click on my token.
but yeah, it was like, well, okay, these things could be a problem if I don't just turn them into don't turn them into confetti, red and
No,
whatever.
they're
colors
probably
confetti.
made of meat and can survive even a crit from you. You probably have almost no armor class.
Oh, wow. So he charged you with his battle axe and swung, but he missed you.
Oh,
He was
that's
flat-footed.
for the crit.
Oh.
That's all for the crit.
Also, they seem to be raging. Just throwing that out there.
Oh no!
Just kind of throwing that out there.
They're only. I'm not worried about them if everyone stacks up and starts killing. Okay?
Well, I'll add the first one up by the looks of it.
By the way, the other dude, the talky guy, he looks like this. Don't worry, he's a normal dude.
But he has artwork for us to know who we're killing. Oh, look, somebody has a fighter for their gate guard.
Oh, they have a fighter.
That is a swashbuckler. You can tell
He's
by
gonna
the
be alive.
rapier and the cloak.
You can tell by the buckles and the swashing.
Yeah.
Yeah, rapier. That's the key. When actually, if you were a real guard, you wouldn't be using a rapier.
Haha, panache.
All right, let's go descending. The surprise round is over. Dwayne, you're actually first.
Well, I already know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to aim quite. No, I'm going to aim quite.
I'm glad you know what you're doing.
Tongue. I'm going to aim quite deftly.
You're deadly aiming. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I think he was touched.
Yeah, that's a hit, for sure.
And a bit of and don't forget, I can spend 1 grit point. I wonder if it actually improved on this level, but I'm pretty sure it didn't.
I believe up close and deadly is 2 dice at this level.
I think it improves every 3 levels. Yeah, off the top of my head. Don't actually quote me on that,
Because you're not playing a gunslinger and it's not your job.
Nope.
Because gunslingers do one thing. They sling guns.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it says on the tin.
Mm-hmm.
I just really want to use a hand mortar that launches grenades as a gunslinger.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Those are called alchemists.
So yeah. Also, it is also taking this much precision. Oh wow.
That wasn't great.
Mm.
All right, he takes 15, and it is now their turn.
Does he appear to take full damage and not?
He does appear to take full damage.
Oh, good. So they're not DR barbarians.
He is, however, very angry with you.
Oh, I bet he is.
And he's going to try and tear you limb from limb. In fact, he has a battle axe and a bite attack, so we're going to go ahead and use that.
Can I spoil something? Don't get bit. Don't get bit.
Yeah, that's probably poisonous bite, right? Rage in you where you attack your friends.
I don't know in character. I cannot tell you what that bite does.
Let's just get on with it. They're not going to.
I got a 26 on the battle axe.
Yeah, it would be nice if I wasn't flat-footed. Keep going.
Take 9 damage from the battle axe.
We're all flat-footed. It's a bad day.
I'm not flat-footed.
And critical threat on the bite.
Oh, okay, it's the one.
22 to confirm the bite.
Jesus.
Yeah, because I'm flat-footed. Because you decided this had to be a surprise.
Okay, look. Stop criticizing my GMing. I'm running the game, thank you. You guys have clown stomped every encounter this whole fucking game.
It's true.
No, not this party.
Okay, valid point.
Don't take it out on this party. Take it out on the other ones. Damn.
Take 11 damage from the bite, and nothing happens with the bite. You just take bite damage.
Well, I'm going to require healing to continue tanking like this.
The other one sees a magic handbanger. He doesn't much cotton to that. Technology is scary, after all.
What are these guys? Republican?
18 to hit, Dwayne?
Nope.
You take no damage.
Flat-footed?
He's not flat-footed. He's acted.
Oh, that's right. He did actually get to act.
And Stabby McStabbyton is going to try and stabby Nez.
Nez.
Yes.
Okay.
He does have a rapier. He's going to try and get stabby with it.
No.
That's an 8 to hit.
8?
Yeah. Can you tell it's been a little while since we played?
Sorry, I'm actually looking at my sheet right now, and I can safely assume that that's going to be a no.
Yeah, well, remember that the baseline AC for a character is 10.
Right. Sorry, give me a second here.
It's a miss. Moving on. Aloe, your turn.
Yeah, no, it's missed. Didn't hit.
We need to focus down. So, only one of them has been hit thus far. I'm going to 5-foot step over here. That's fortitude based. He's going to make it. He's a barbarian. The way that we're spread out is really bad, guys. Alright, well, I'm assuming that this is standard barbarian and setup for these things. They just decided to put their own flair on it, which means he has a ton of hit points and no armor class. So, we're going to go ahead and rapid shot him 3 and give him 3 attacks. 23 and a 24.
Those are hits.
Alright, take 19 damage, because you were most definitely within 30 feet.
He does.
And then I rolled a 1 on my last attack.
Yes, also fair to say that that's a miss.
Alright, our armor class went up, so I'm not as worried about it now.
Alright, that brings up Nez. Hey, there's a stabby guy in front of you.
There's a stabby guy.
This is the only person that's been damaged, by the way.
Him, huh?
And they hit hard enough that they can take a third of my hit points down and around.
Well, you know what? In that case, I really don't like it when other people stab my friends in this. So this guy right here, Mr. Helmet and everything, I don't like him. I didn't like him from the beginning. So, I'm gonna swing with my bastard sword.
Okay. Oh.
Oh.
Well, you didn't confirm that crit.
Oh.
Okay.
Well,
Sorry, give me a second here, guys. Somebody's at the door.
Oh, that's probably for me. 1 second. Look, you play on, I'll continue on.
Do you have a second attack, Nez?
no, she's 3/4 bow.
Okay. And that brings up...
Wait a second. Hold on. Doesn't she have the ability to roll twice and take the better? Is that also on crit confirms?
I don't know, actually.
I don't know. I haven't played a War Priest. I remember it being talked about last session.
That's actually probably a question for Talon, because he helped...
Yeah.
Yeah, because Mighty confirmed. Probably didn't drop the guy.
I mean, it would be a good idea to do that if you can do that.
Yeah. But I don't know how it was being done. It was some feat chain that's weird.
Talon, are you back?
He's just paid for his food.
That's all.
Talon is just paying for his food right now, so he will be,
And apparently it's beepy.
Oh, yeah. Boop. I apologize for this.
It is just a case of poor timing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bad
Well, they
luck.
probably thought he had the time.
Yeah, well, no, it wasn't his turn, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, to
I just
be fair,
remembered
I
something
did swing at the guy, so I mean...
I have a question for you, Azzy. Do you know what the name of the thing that you're using is to do rerolls?
Greater
Greater
weapon of the chosen.
Greater weapon of the chosen. Thank
Okay,
you.
now the question is, does that allow you to reroll critical hit threats?
I'm not sure.
Let me take a look here. I have it right here pulled up on my screen, so just give me a second here.
Specifically the attack roll. As usual, the reroll does not apply to any confirmation rolls.
All right, cool.
Very last sentence.
So no crit, but you certainly hit for a big chunk of damage.
Okay.
Well,
All right, that brings up everybody's favorite suicidal mage.
Stand in the middle. You can end it all.
I mean, I can, and I'm going to. I just need to see.
You're hard?
I will say a 5-foot step up creates a pretty great 15-foot cone.
You act like I have evocation. That's funny.
Hey, color spray counts.
That's true. Color spray, not even on my list.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
I totally am in a 5-foot step.
This coat,
Actually,
this pair of pants.
yeah, it's gonna be a 5-foot step. I was hoping to get angle, so I'm a 5-foot step behind Nez, and I'm gonna cast Create Pit. Cause welcome to conjugation, my friend.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, who are you pitting here?
I'm pitting specifically this guy. I'll make my 10-foot square. Give me a second to get the.
You didn't ping anything.
Yeah, we didn't see Jack.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I'm gonna. Make 10-foot
Guys, just give me a second. I'm just gonna mute and gonna help Talon find something, okay?
Sure.
Okay, we're just summoning pits underneath people.
Summoning pits. Summoning pits.
Well, if we can disable all one of the guys with a bad reflex save, but I have a feeling that captain is not a fighter actually, since he came with 2 barbarians.
I'm putting the fighter in the pit because I want to talk to him. And hopefully, he's not being a d-bag.
Oh, you're putting Chatty Cathy in the pit?
I'm putting Chatty Cathy in the pit.
How are you guys going to get through the door?
It goes away.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. It only lasts for 6 minutes. Or 6 rounds, sorry, 6 rounds.
All right, well, Chatty Cathy gets a reflex save first.
Sorry, it lasts for 8 rounds. Because I get +1 because it's conjugation, and it's 1 round plus 1 round per level.
Okay, I think you mean conjuration.
Whatever. I say it wrong all the time. I just do it. That's how I am. I hate my life. DC is going to be 17.
I rolled a natural 1.
Get in the pit!
How much damage does he take for falling in the pit?
None.
Oh, he's just at the bottom of the pit?
Yeah. It's softball. Climb checks to climb DC at 25. If Nez finishes her turn next to the pit, she'll have to make a reflex save as well.
Is that also true for our two raging people that probably don't care or have noticed?
That is also true. If you, in addition, the edges of the pit are sloped. Any creature, any its turn on a square adjacent to the pit must make a reflex save with a +2. So it's an easier save.
You know, with having two ranged characters in the party, this is probably a dick move.
I want to keep him alive. Talk to him. Get in the pit.
We can keep him alive. We're not keeping the barbarians up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they're kind of frothing at the mouth and stuff.
That's fine. If they all fall in the pit, I just blow the pit up. It's cool.
Well, if they fall in the pit and they have to attack something...
then problem solved.
Hopefully they attack each other and not hit.
I'll deal with that consequence.
Let's see if Talon is back. Dwayne, your turn.
That's a no.
Yeah, I saw that one coming.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Creatures who fall into the pit take falling damage as normal. He takes 1d6 points of damage.
All right, roll it for me.
Wait, hang on. It is a 10 by 10 foot extra-dimensional hole with a depth of 10 feet per 2 caster levels. So it's 30. 3d6.
Roll me 3d6.
That's quite a pit.
It's the maximum is 30 feet deep, so I can only go to 3d6. But he takes 12 damage.
Yeah, see, he's unconscious.
Works for me.
Well, got rid of one of them.
This is why I play summoners.
Well,
now I have to see what this guy's con is.
Hey, sorry, I'm back. I'm not sure if Talon is.
Well, it's Talon's turn, so hopefully he is.
Yeah, he's just
Okay, if I have to do my turn super quick,
5-foot step, shoot the idiot.
da-da-da-da-da.
Also, Nez, please move from the square that you're standing by, or else you're gonna have to make a reflex save, and you're gonna fall in the pit.
This one.
No, you're fine. You can't move between turns. You just can't end your turn next to the pit.
Here, just hold on a sec. Here, let's give Talon a moment to think.
All right, so this one's in front of me right now, right?
Yep.
Yep, he took a swing at you.
Missed. I remember that.
The other one's in a pit. Forever. He's probably dead in the pit. Womp womp.
Well, then,
My fault.
if I were to take just a 5-foot step back, would that provoke?
Nope.
Well, then I'll take one 5-foot step back, use my bandolier to reload one of my barrels, and double bang.
Those are both successful bangs. He takes the full damage.
Are we still focusing on the same one, Talon?
This one over here, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going for this one over here.
No, he was, but then this other one tried to kill him, so...
Okay, so we split our focus when... Okay.
Okay, and also, assuming it is still a pistol attack.
I mean, you don't have any more actions, right?
Doing the is it the bandolier a free action?
Yes, bandolier free action or swift action?
I believe it's a swift.
I believe it's also a swift. That'd be broken if it's a free.
Yeah, no, free is just infinite ammo, so it's probably swift.
Beneficial bandolier. It is a swift.
Okay, well, is the
And it's a command too, so if you mute him, he can't do it.
Neat. And you did go up close and deadly, I see?
yeah, and it's a swift action. Yes, it is, and yes, up close and deadly is it's just added damage.
You have to declare it, and you spend a grit to do it.
Yep. I've already put it. Oh wait, I have his save changes. But
yeah, I was about to say you haven't changed your grit, bro.
I had to hit save changes. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay.
It's okay. Now it's their turn. The guy underground, the guy in the pit bleeds.
Yeah.
Internally, and then it's the barbarian's turn.
Don't fall in the pit, idiot.
You know they're
Oh yeah, they have to check to see if they fall in the pit.
no.
At the end of their turn. End of their turn.
Oh, end of their turn. Well, one's going to step away, the other one's not, because he's raging and he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, 2 attacks on Aloe.
It's fine. I can make 4 more of these.
22
No.
and 16. That's a miss. And now Dwayne.
Okay.
30.
That's
Oh.
gonna hit. That's gonna
And then
hit. 10 death damage.
one of them needs to make a reflex save with a +2, correct?
Yeah. So they're hitting us. The DC's effectively a 6.
And he's in the pit too.
Oh boy.
Sorry?
I rolled low.
Okay, my card is in my wallet.
I rolled low. Don't touch your card number, or else I'm eating pizza.
Okay,
um.
that's fine.
I'm not gonna bug out on that. Where did you put it?
Here's my
Just
wallet.
Alan, just throw the other one in the pit. Let's just have a pit party. Just throw them in the pit.
Well,
No.
I don't have a great CMP.
I don't
being
either.
very capable of that. What I'm checking is seeing whether or not I have, if I used my last fungal stun wall file or not,
You did.
because they're now spread out enough where I can
No,
just.
you. I'm almost positive that you used it in the last.
Yeah, I used the last one. That's what it's saying. Well, god damn it! I need to get
Yeah.
me more of those. They were way too
No.
much. All right, it's either that or tangle burn bags. I'm throwing something.
Just punch them. They're below you. You have the height advantage. Just literally go over the pit and shoot at them, and then don't fall in the pit.
I'm not Mr. Reflex. Let's neutralize the one that is currently a threat. I'm really not Mr. Reflex.
Just don't fall in the pit. Seems easy enough, right?
Yeah, it seems
Right?
easy enough.
Right, Dallas?
I have a 28, a 14, and then a 22.
The first one and the last one are hits.
All right. So you will take 24 damage over 2 attacks.
All right, and that is not enough to drop him yet. Nez,
Yes.
you're up.
Kill him
I am
in
up.
the pit.
Stanley McStabberton suddenly disappeared from your vision.
There's a
Oh,
large hole.
And there's a large hole in front of your vision.
well
Do
then.
not stand next to the large hole. It will
I better not. I'm guessing spontaneously opened large holes are not good for half-orcs.
I mean, well, no, they're great for half-orcs with reflex saves. You, however, are a half-orc without a reflex save.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't wear the armor for looks.
I mean, that's fair. Basically, if you don't want to fall in the pit, Nez, you're rolling at least a 12. Probably a 14.
More like at least a 12, huh?
Or you could just 5-foot step to there.
Oh, yeah. You can always just move away. I'm just saying, if you want to stay next to the pit, you're rolling you have to roll a 14 on a d20. It's a bad time.
I mean, I
How
was
about an
gonna...
acrobatics check
For what?
for not falling in pit?
No, it's just a straight DC against my caster level. And it's at the end of the turn, so there's no excuse for someone standing next to the pit.
So, I mean, I do see that I do have a large horned creature right beside you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, huh? I mean, you know what I think I'm gonna do then? I'm gonna swing at him with my Acid Bastard sword. Acid Bastard.
So that noise.
Acid bastard.
That is a hit.
That is a hit.
You know what else that is?
What?
It's a dead Kuru.
A dead Kuru, alright.
Because you knocked him well below 0 and then his rage ended. And so he died.
no!
Oh no.
Every barbarian's nightmare. Not enough rage.
Which brings up Vasir's turn.
I can waste spells to. You know what? I will acid splash.
Why don't you just drop a big rock in there?
Why am I gonna waste spells when I can waste cantrips?
You know, shrink object.
I have the high ground. I have the high ground, Anakin.
Who are you hitting?
The cuckoo, yeah.
Okay, he takes another roll your acid splash damage.
Oh boy, it's a 1d3. 1 damage. If it was a 4, I was just gonna reroll.
High roller. All right, Dwayne, your turn.
Much high, such a roll. Wow.
Oh.
Talon,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
How exactly do we attack people with rain? Is there enough of a curve on the edge where we can attack from where we're at with ranged weapons into there?
Yeah.
No.
I'll move over here. And can I see this guy?
He's on the ground.
He's all the way at the bottom of a 30-foot pit.
That's the one that we want only to be mostly dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead. Whoops.
He might roll to stabilize.
Yo, 3d6 ain't nothing to fuck with.
Can I hit this guy from where I am?
What? Is it so
Here's
deep?
a thought. We have rope.
We do have a lot of rope.
Yeah, so we tie a rope around someone's waist that could, say, shoot down into the pit, and everyone else hangs onto the rope. Consider it a trust exercise.
Oh, I'll hang on to the rope. I'll hang on to that rope with my solid 8 strength.
Maybe we should... Well, the problem is I don't think there's enough acid splashes to kill a barbarian. Well, you might be able to get him down to the point when his rage ends that he just kind of stops.
I mean, I can just dispel the pit.
Let me actually.
It's a spell.
Would we had time to go shopping before this?
No.
No.
Yes, you would have.
Okay.
No, we would have. We have not divided the plunder.
Yeah, we've not touched plunder yet, so no, please don't.
There was technically time, but I didn't know if we had time to do it, if we were allowed to do it, so...
Yeah, so we didn't touch it. I say that as I have Google Doc open.
We should probably purchase a few things of oil for situations like this.
I mean, yeah.
But let's deal with what we have now.
You know what? Nez, hold me by the waist.
All right, we'll give you a +4 on your reflex save.
Okay.
And I look down at that.
Does that include the +2? Because he's there after the pit, or just a +4 total? Because he gets a +2 because it's after the spell's been cast.
I guess it's probably fair to just make it a total +4.
Okay, problem solved. I just letting you aware of how this spell I'm going to use basically every combat works.
If you fall down there, you're going to be in there with him alone.
It's only 3d6.
I mean, he's got a good reflex save to start with.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just saying it's 3d6. Like, you know, that's not exactly half of my hit dice.
I'm gonna just put one shot down there.
Well, that actually hits.
Yeah.
These guys are not exactly AC tanks.
Now I have to roll a reflex.
Yeah, it's not that. That's not the worst. It's a.
Yeah, good.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Also, I made a mistake in my math. I had an extra. It was only a DC 17.
He still failed. I rolled
Okay.
a 2 on that save.
Okay, cool. I'm just letting you know I'm a dirty cheater and can't math.
Yeah, now let's see. What would he do in this circumstance?
Live.
Well, no, I'm deciding whether or not he's going to climb or literally just start eating the other guy.
Oh, Oh no! You should use their special power because their special power is cool, and I love it.
You want us to know what it is? That he's going to eat the guy and it makes him bigger?
It's not that. It's not as cool as he's making it out to be.
Yeah, it's 10 HP.
Oh, meh.
No, he's gonna try and climb out. He has the climb skill. So.
All right, DC 25.
If only you had Raging Climber.
He is not able to climb out.
No, pits suck.
Yeah.
Now, did he make any progress?
He didn't fall.
I mean, there's the plus.
All right, I'm going to ready an action for when he pokes his head up to give him 3 balls right in the face.
Well, I mean,
If we all just ready actions, I can then dispel the pit. It's an interdimensional pit. The ground just kind of like lifts itself back up and like the world fixes itself.
That's a
And then
perfectly
you see his head.
Cthulhu-y spell. That's a great spell for this game.
It really is.
Yeah.
You create a 10 foot by 10 foot extra dimensional hole.
Well, if Ness were to get a clear line for being able to charge at him when he comes up, yeah, that sounds like it's fine. I'm sure if we were to drop a round worth of damage on him, it would drop him.
Can we just speed this up and assume we murder the heck out of that guy?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your attacks when the thing disappears.
Yeah. No offense, we're just gonna murder this guy. Is the guy alive?
No, he's dead.
Son of a bitch! I don't have to speak with dead.
Well, I only hit him once.
Fortunately, that was enough to kill him. He was already at, finger quotes, -4 of his normal hit point total. So
We let one of my friends play a fighter of this race once. That's the reason I know what the heck they are.
I need to use the restroom real quick. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Excuse me.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay. Need some water?
I'm fine.
Okay.
how is everyone doing tonight?
Doing okay.
I'm terrified for the next 4 days, but tonight I'm doing okay. Friday's gonna be a thing.
I'm off tomorrow. I'm happy about that.
Friday is going to be a spectacular day, or it's going to become a fireball, and I'm not sure which.
I'm either going, and I'm probably also going to add to the fire or add to the excitement.
Oh, what's the base? The base is 9 plus 3 for the feet.
I mean,
Plus 1.
I'm doing okay. It would be great if, my body could regulate its temperature, but I guess that's just sort of a pipe dream. Awkward silence.
Yep. We're waiting on Gozar to get back.
Get in the pit. Get in the pit. That's not even the funnest spell I have. I haven't even used my fun spell yet.
Mm-hmm. So, I got bit.
You did get bit.
I'm not going to turn into one of those guys now, am I?
Well, considering they're a race, I think it's fair to say no.
I don't know how this works.
It just gives them 10 HP. That's it.
Yeah. If they were grapply rather than axy, it would be more concerning. Well, I guess I need some more taps of the healing stick. 2 should do it.
One for me, please.
Instead of getting into fights, you should just put people in pits.
But I mean, Aloe and I are orcs. Our whole thing is to just smash.
Okay, if they jump in a pit and say they want to fight, you're supposed to jump in there with them. If you've already fought them and there's a pit, you throw the body in the pit.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, are we just going to leave these bodies out here?
I mean, I guess.
I'm going to track whatever has been going around grabbing people. Although it seems to be less predatory and more have a seat right over here.
That makes me want to play a bard.
Is that a trombone? Why?
You're welcome, stream. You're welcome for that.
A trombone.
Look,
Yeah.
sometimes the bard knows healing magic.
Help us! I am! Alright. Is there a... let's go ahead and at least search the bodies, see if there's anything of interest.
You mean if there's any loot?
I mean, they're dead. They don't need it.
I'm gonna detect
Exactly.
magic.
I am curious to see if there's a key so that we can lock the doors behind us.
Well, they locked me inside.
Detect
The really
magic.
good news is we know the magistrate's men aren't going to come after us for this because they're already dead.
God damn it, Leroy.
What?
Detecting the magics.
Magic?
The Kuru guys each have a potion on them.
Spellcraft?
That's me.
You?
Ugh.
Alright, hon, go. I'll answer the door.
That was a terrible roll.
The potions are Cure Mod potions. You can also check out the potions on the other guy. He's got also a Cure Mod potion, so that's 3 of those total.
Okay.
And he has a potion of Vanish. Also, his dagger and rapier are masterwork.
Oh, those aren't magic. I don't get that.
Also, he has a +1 chain shirt. He's also carrying a silver symbol.
Hang on. +1 chain.
Yeah, +1 chain shirt.
And the masterwork weapons are worth 300 gold pieces each. So
Plus their base value, yeah. So
Yeah.
they're worth, I'm picking them up.
He's also got a silver symbol of some sort and 400 gold worth of jewelry and fine clothing.
Wait, what's a gate guard doing with 400 gold pieces worth of fine clothing and jewelry?
He's bling
It
bling.
is a good question.
You know?
Also, the
Yes.
battle axes are masterwork.
Hang on.
Yeah, this guy is way too blingy to be the gate guard.
Man, it's like I wanted to ask this guy questions, but you know.
Yeah, killed him.
You were the one that killed him. Is the funny part.
Not my fault.
And the other barbarian guys are wearing breastplates. They are not masterwork.
I don't give a shit. I'm not carrying that.
Did you want to check out the symbol that the guy has?
I'm going to, yeah. I'm just finishing up with the equipment. I'm taking one of those potions. I don't care. Put the potions in your character sheet, because...
What are the potions again?
There's two cure moderates and a potion of vanish.
The vanish might be good for Dwayne in case something is chasing him down. That's
I think I can just cast it.
I was gonna say, it's like, I can do something evil with that potion of vanish.
Illusion
Yes,
is one of my
I can
strong
do sneak
suits.
attacks.
Illusion
Well,
is one of my strong
does
suits. So feel
War
free to-
Priest get Speak with Dead?
No, yes, at 3rd level casting.
So we take the head?
That's not how that works in... That's not
Aw.
how this works.
But
Pathfinder.
head in a basket.
You can't do head in the basket anymore.
Really?
Sorry, you can't do DM Nightmare. Sorry, boss.
What? Why did they take that away? Does it have a limit for how old the corpse can be? That kind of ruins part of the point, which was to like converse with like preserve or bodies that you find that have been dead for centuries for information.
The correct answer is the spell became a GM caveat. The GM can say yes or no at any point.
Really?
Yep.
In any case, you check out this guy's symbol. It's made of silver, but it's inlaid with yellow, and it looks like this.
Motherfuckers!
Which knowledge would you like me to roll?
That would be religion.
Oh, good. That's one of the ones I'm good at.
I
say that as all my knowledges are plus 8.
got a question. Our friends in yellow from the cult, did they have a symbol they liked?
They actually weren't really so much about the symbol. They did wear yellow, though.
They were into yellow. Yeah, we're going to have to burn down the count's
Are
member.
we fighting the Riddler?
Yeah. So, Lee, you know the name of the god that this symbol represents. You first heard the name in the discussions while you were still at the asylum. From the rat thing that you guys captured.
Oh boy, I sure do love them old ones.
Yep, it's that guy.
All right, so we go into town. We purchase some oil and a few torches, and we take care of this the easy way.
You're adventurers. You never do things the easy way.
Dude, most of the treasure that's worth keeping is magic anyway. Fire won't destroy it.
All right, so I'm just going to assume you guys have already gone through the door into the manor grounds.
No.
But I've already gone through the trouble of revealing everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to light it on fire.
Okay, too much genre savvy. I'm going to need you to dial it back a little bit.
Look, it's a cult. These are obviously cult members. What do you do to cult members?
You know what's a really good way to get all the cult members to come out at once and rush you?
Burn their house?
Yeah, that's a great way to do that.
Serve them fresh, delicious Kool-Aid?
Or you could treat this like normal adventurers and go room to room killing everything.
Oh man, it's like the idea.
I mean,
Yeah, where they don't hear us at all. You know, we do have a mage that specializes in illusion. It's not like they would have seen us setting up the place to catch fire.
I mean, I specialize in con, but illusion and divination are my secondaries. Not that Arcanists actually have the school specialization. I'm just playing it as such.
Come on, Talon. Let's go ahead and slowly crawl the dungeon.
What do I see? What do I see in E2?
I wanted to get bombs.
We don't have time.
Yeah, and of course, everywhere we go with our gunslinger, we will announce our presence, and they won't care.
Gotta get that guy some silencers.
I'm just gonna get a stack of alchemist fire and keep it inside of the sack after this. Something's burning in this adventure path.
So, there are a number of outbuildings and the main manor there in the west side there.
Are all the doors shut?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. I just don't want to.
I actually have a description of the grounds here. Let me go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Within the surrounding hedge, the garden of Iris Hill appears eerily shrouded in a thin mist and lingers over the grass despite the driving rain. Oh, also apparently it's raining. All of the buildings appear dark and quiet. The odor of heather and ivy seems mixed with some sweetly sour, unwholesome acids. Like something that's a sweet that's gone slightly off.
Yeah, it's called rotting corpses.
Yep.
Hey, I didn't say that, you did.
Hey, these characters would know exactly what death smells like. Half the things we ran across in the asylum were dead and rotting.
Yeah, we did crawl through most of that.
Yeah,
that's true. You did do that.
We know what the smell of death is. Okay.
There was something on your face. It was death.
So what would you like to check out first?
These are 5-foot squares, right?
I believe they are, yes.
A lot of outbuildings here now, isn't there?
cannot do what I was thinking of doing. So yeah, we can. I'm just gonna use my walking stick. Oh, for reference, I have a really nice walking stick. That's worth most of my gold value.
So, I'm guessing that the
Just let me
manor house is made out of mostly stone and has small windows then?
Yeah, all the buildings here are actually made out of stone mostly, with wood trimmings and roofs.
They have windows?
Yeah.
Some do, yeah. Some of the buildings have windows. Looks like all the buildings have windows.
Okay.
Let me make a couple of things clearer for you guys.
Okay.
This area up here. Hang on.
Yeah.
I need to ping. This area up here seems to be a stables. This looks like some sort of guest house.
Okay.
You're not sure what this outbuilding over here is. You're guessing there is a chimney coming out of it, though.
Kitchen.
So, kitchen.
Mess hall.
And there's also this small building over here. You're not sure what that is.
So are these windows large enough to climb through?
They are not. They are quite narrow indeed. They're not arrow slits, but they're very narrow.
So if someone were to say, go through here and bar the doors on them and then light the roofs on fire, they would have no escape. I'm just going to point out that they made the windows small enough where we can't get in, but that means that what's in cannot get out.
Hey, hey, Dwayne.
I'll be right. Yeah?
Do you want to run reconnaissance?
I can go with
Give
them.
me-
I've got sneak.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, I have better than sneak.
You're just going to invisible
What's-
us?
1 second, honestly. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'm a high-level caster. Welcome to my playground.
Yeah, just give him a minute, guys.
Yeah, fine.
So I wonder what would have happened if we tried, just like going to a side of the, where the hedge was and just chopping our way through.
Mm.
Mhm.
We might chop our way out, so we don't get to know that until after.
Yeah, that guy guarding the gatehouse is not what you would expect from a gate guard. If it had been described that, oh yeah, he's wearing fine clothing and jewelry, I would have
It's
probably attacked
it's a little-
way sooner.
It's a little slit. You could only see like probably his face. It's understandable.
Yeah. Don't think that was the original gate guard. Which means they've gone full on cult up here. The real question is the Count the leader? Or is he merely a victim?
Mm.
Well, to be fair, the Count isn't here to ask.
Are we sure?
Well, so far as you know.
I mean,
Yeah.
we've been told many of times that the count is not here.
Yeah.
We're sorry, our Count is in another castle.
Just because they say that doesn't mean that he might not be here anymore. Somebody might be riding around in his skin.
I mean, look, I could have taken that spell. I thought about it.
What?
There was a good skin send.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I thought about taking
No.
that spell.
No, you don't understand. Don't understand. I need to not mention that to some. Oh wait, he's already watching. Never mind.
No,
There's a
no,
player
I-
in another in one of the games I'm running that has a
Alright,
Scion assist.
the only people.
Oh yeah,
that
now's a good time to mention. I think that in the event we can't run Strange Aeons any week, Jay, do you want to describe the fill-in game you're planning?
Are we gonna stream that?
Are we going to stream that?
I don't have streaming set up on my computer right
I
now.
could stream it as a player though.
you want to show your horror.
Sure.
Well, what I have set up for running when we're missing 1 or 2 players is a campaign based in my world, which is got a Lovecraftian bent to it, but it's got a little bit more of a traditional fantasy compared to Galarian does. The way that Galarian does.
Not good.
What is the name of this of the plant of the world?
Guys, 1 second. 1 second, guys.
Yeah, you might want to be.
It's Galarian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the planet.
it's got
That's the whole planet that we're on.
yeah. Well, the campaign was going to take place in the early colonial age of exploration, and was going to center around a ship that the party was going to be members of the crew.
Hey guys, I hate to say this, but Talon really isn't feeling well right now, and I think we're gonna have to end this game prematurely here.
I will. You know what? That's okay, because this is a good place to stop in a story sense, at least. You guys are here in Iris Hill. You've busted inside. You've seen the place. It's a little bit. It's very dreary, and I can say something like, "We'll find out what the party is going to do with this little sandbox next week." But go ahead and finish your description, Jay.
Yeah, it's going to center around a sailing vessel. So and it's going to take place in the New World primarily. And the New World inside of my campaign setting, well, it's quite a bit to go to. The natives have magic, so they actually have a small chance versus the Europeans compared to before. They also, there are things that live there that are very, very dangerous. Looking at like some of your, Lovecraftian type horrors for it, also some inspiration from a few other sources. When people's gods demand large quantities of blood, maybe they're not your standard gods.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. But also other weirdness that I like to throw in. But for the most part, or if you haven't seen my world before, and not very many have, it's not it's not very easy to entirely describe. I typically have what the players do have some impact on the world, even if it's just like a story of their particular character. But there have been a few that have been able to make some heavier impacts. There's like maybe 3 or 4 that got into lesser deity ship. And I've been running it in that particular world since, 2003? So about 15 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, hasn't had a game ran in it for like about 3 years, though.
The advantage, too, of doing it on a ship like this is, members of the away team can be whichever players we have available.
Or I can just have them assigned to do a different particular task.
So that everyone can have characters available in it, just, not necessarily doing anything.
Yeah. A couple of the other people that play with our other group have also made characters for it. But I'm not going to let it get super populated, because it's basically a game that'll just run whenever this game doesn't run.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and end the stream. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Sorry for the short stream, but sick players are sick players, and I'm sure the GCP would interrupt their recording if Troy had to go throw up or whatever. So,
yeah.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Again, Nez here. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And, well, sorry for this.
It's no big deal.
All right.
With all luck, we'll be back next week.
Yes. Just wondering if I could talk to you in PM for a bit after, okay?
Sure.
All right, cool.